platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. We will have members only contents coming very shortly. So look out for that as well. All right. So you saw on the listing right here, Copa America possible squad. We're going to look into that. We have a registered paper here giving we some names, but I don't think this is actually accurate, so I wanted to go through it and then make my adjustments here and there. All right, and then now we saw something that we talked on as well, which is the Pochettino Chelsea situation. I want to make sure I get it accurate. All right, because at first last night I thought that they sacked him, but I'm going to explain what I saw here and see if that's the right thing or it's just terrible for Chelsea at this point. And then we're going to talk about Hallgrimsson and the Reggae Boyz in general, because yesterday we did an interview with Mr. Spade and I thought it was a very much informative one, so wanted to ask a few questions along the way. All right, so as you come in, remember, rewatching these videos, please do hit the like button, but also give me a take on each one of the topics that I'm talking on, because it's very much important at all times, so I can get the feedback. I've heard people's cry to say that the videos are long, which my videos are not long as it relates to Jamaica's category, but I know that I have a fan base that is way bigger than Jamaica, so I understand that people that wants that preferential treatment of widening the base. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend the time after the videos finish and try and segment them and put them so that means you can always click it. All right, so I'm going to take the time out to try and get that done, but just give me a little time because sometimes I'm really busy aside from when I'm done these videos. I don't even have time for myself sometimes. All right, so just bear with me right there as it relates to getting the formatted videos so you can click which part of the video you're interested in. All right, yes, so let me start with Chelsea. All right, one second, it looks like we're having some. All right, so it's back up, so Chelsea last night, big breaking news. But before we get into the breaking news, let me just make sure we give the people inside the chat. We have Lansley Blake, big up yourself. Joseph Brown, big up yourself. Vinny Congo, big up yourself. Martin, massive respect, big up yourself. DJ Nassim, big up yourself. Big Bala Benzema, big up yourself as well. Dark Beskar as well, massive respect. All right, yes. It's mental. You guys are doing wonderful on the like button. Really respect that. All right. Yes. Davian, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Red Hulk said, if you're here, who is at the Akon concert? Oh, I don't know why you guys said that I'm looking like Akon or Diaby from Aston Villa. All right. Ty says blessings. Richard Stewart said blessings. JD, Chelsea owner are wrong for letting Patch go. Let me go through the stats right here, because the problem is at first people was actually saying that they sacked him. Chelsea released a letter to state that it's a mutual understanding. Pochettino maybe not like what there are for him for next season, and he decides that it's the best we part ways. All right. So at first I thought that they sacked him because of maybe it couldn't be a performance, because that is mental. Chelsea had one of the best performances coming into the last 10 games aside from Arsenal and Manchester City. So that part never made much sense. So we knew that you had something. We knew that you had something else behind the table. So I'm going to try and go through this. All right, I'm going to try and go through this. I saw Pastor join me. All right, but I'm going to try and go through this. All right, so bear with me, Pastor. Let me go and set the stage. Mauricio Pochettino paid the price of rocking Todd Bowley's boat at Chelsea. So they are stating that it's problem him and Todd Bowley had. All right, so it looks like I think it makes sense to what we are saying. The Argentinian great mistake was failing to realize that this is not a club conditioned to serve a manager. All right, this is coming from the Guardian. All right, yes. So they said It would have been different if Mauricio Pochettino had been willing to trust Chelsea's great restructuring is going to work. In the end, the problem for the Argentinian was that he joined a club who do not want a manager who has all the power. It is clear by now that anyone who hopes to last under Todd Bowley and Clear Lake Capital has to collaborate with the board on everything. Be open-minded about constructive criticism and remember not to rock the boat too much when it comes to recruitment. So pretty much what they're stating here, he shouldn't talk. He should just let these guys be in front of him. So be a more coach type manager and do anything. No, no, do do with what we give to you. All right. So instead of you telling me that we need an extra center back and you can't work without that, work with the center back that we have until we can do that at the further notice. But at the same time, we are going to judge you as like you had everything that you wanted. Would you guys sign up for something like that? Because I think it's absolute baloney. It makes no sense. All right. I think I am okay. When I read through these articles, I am okay with Pochettino saying that. Hey, tell you what, I can do better clubs. If I get Manchester United and they want to give me what I want, I will do the same thing there. So I will just leave. I am actually agreeing with Pochettino at this point. So, Pastor, what are you doing? And get straight into this conversation right after you introduce yourself, Big Boss.
Good morning to those on the stream and those who will rewatch the cast. JD, this is live, and this is what management actually is supposed to be. You have to know your worth. You have to value yourself, and having done that, then if a company is willing to employ me but not willing to give me the tools to secure my success, that company is literally setting me up as the fall guy for the failing. Nobody who values themselves is going to sign on to that. So Chelsea lose a good coach. That's just it. And who can blame the coach? I mean, it's not like this is a beginner. This is a man with a CV that
Fox.
is very, very, very nice. Is a good CV the man have. So I wouldn't put up with it, and and so I don't have anything negative to say against anybody who is going to operate within that spectrum. It it's better for you to maintain your sanity than than to be where you are not valued, because that is obviously the 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 the, the owners, so to speak, wanting to be the story, and that just don't make no sense. You're not getting any of the blame, so why you must be the story. Curriculum vitae. It's a resume for those who it flew over your head, the CV.
All right. So let me take some of the comments in here. We have a few persons that just came in. We have Red Hulk says, "Cause you look like a clone, bro." Uh, if bro you're blind, so he thinks that I look exactly like Akan, but it's okay. Yeah, I guess all African people looks the same because we have maybe similar genetics and stuff. Lulu, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Cass, how you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family. We have boss says that man don't know how to run a club. And that's the next conversation we're going to have right after this. If you should get owners as the Premier League, because in Germany and those places, they kind of set up how you can own things and how much percentage you can own of things as well. And if the Premier League should survive, should they kind of vet people before just running down money? You understand me? Those are the things that we want to have the conversation on. But hold on. Hush Puppy, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Venom, Vivo said, Poch no good. I think Poch is one of the best coaches in the Premier League. I can tell you that. All right. DNA said, Chelsea, them for go away. Them not have nowhere going. I actually agree that as well. Poch shouldn't leave us. Well, um, it's a mutual understanding based on what we are reading right here. They are like some CEO who never been in the field to know in the know-how and have no
Yeah.
clue as to what they should actually do. Patch have one of the best PSG team and now win the Champions League. A lot of people had one of the best PSG teams and never won the Champions League. Remember, the Champions League is not just France alone; it's everyone put together. All right. Martin Baker said, "Me tell people said this Chelsea power mash up the club." All right. Babies said, I from England. Thank you very much for being here. Hope all is well with you and the family. Guys, as you come in, please do hit like, want to share, and subscribe. Let we aim for 100 plus likes on this video before we finish in the 2 hours. So once you're joining, please do that honors of supporting the content. Taddy and his boys and mash up the club. I think so. And I think after this, if Chelsea should fail next year, they are going to bring in some rules that you can't get full ownership of clubs anymore. Because I think that is a big problem in the country. All right. What CV? Okay, Jack Drummond. Good morning. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Most employees are the face of the company. All right, drum up, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Bessas, massive respect. Fabian Full says, "You can have nice year." So he's showing shade at me that my head is bald, but it's perfectly fine. Umzo, big up yourself. With the odds of Man City being relegated, does that mean a big point deduction is coming soon? Don't know. Then we have Jason Ferrer in the building. Sack Passe, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Chorus as well. Massive respect. Thanks for that. All right. So, Pastor, you think that what will solve the save football in England is the fact that they should change it to a 50% stake and not a full 100% stake in clubs. So that means you can't get full rights and you can't make certain decisions off your own. What say you as it relates to that?
Even if it goes to 51%, where you get majority shares, it should not be that you have upwards of that, because then you become a law to yourself, which is the case with Chelsea now. And this is what's going to happen now with them. Which manager of worth are they going to get? Who is going to put up with this? And then with all the glamour that they put together to garner support for next season, if they fail to deliver next season, no matter who the coach is, that is going to be the telltale of this decision. So the shareholders or stakeholders in Chelsea are going to remember this, that it is the owner that literally shaft the club. So there's no win for him in this decision. And Chelsea cannot afford to lose out of this decision, or he might be asked to sell his shares.
All right. So let me just go through the rest of it now. They said, unfortunately, that was never going to be Pochettino, just as it was never going to be Thomas Tuchel, who lasted 7 years before being fired. All right, Pochettino is 52. He's a big, magnetic character, and on and an experienced coach who believes his way is best. He was never going to listen to suggestion that he could ease Chelsea's injury problems by reviewing and altering his training methods. All right, so that means they're questioning certain things. So Americans coming here over here telling people about football, and they don't have any background in football. Inevitable, there will be talk um, of an amicable split. Tuchel left under a cloud after the collapse of his relationship with Bowley and Clear Lake, a private equity fund managed by Behad. A big Bali and Jose Feliciano, Pochettino was better at managing upwards. He's a more amiable figure than Tuchel. That yeah, which they're explaining everything, but at the same time, saying that it's because they want to dictate certain functions of the overall conversation, and he's not going to let that because he has that star pull and should be respected, which I fully agree with. As do most people in the chat, I saw Venom saying that he disagrees with that, which is perfectly fine. I am okay with that. All right, yes. So hopefully they get something running next year. But I could easily well see them picking all their loaney players, them sell out all of the expensive players, them and keep nobody because. I don't know who's going to take this job, and I don't know what Chelsea is going to do again because and how some of the bigger players then will feel. I think Raheem Sterling and those guys won't want to invest in a next rebuild in instant. I don't think so. I think some of these players will actually leave, be off their own as well. All right. Get back the Russian. Well, maybe you never may know. All right. Respectfully, Chelsea owners think this is NFL. Such man need a loan. All right, so that's how it looks now. We're going to see what Chelsea could do because we were aiming that Chelsea is going to rival for top four, if not challenge next season, based on the amount of players that I do have. Well, everything I think gone up in smoke after this decision because everything was down to the coach himself because you could clearly see that it was working out in the end. It was working out from the start, and you clearly see what it meant. It manifested into. All right. So big ups to Pochettino, and I know you're going to get a job ASAP. All right, JD, how you think this I gonna do for Omari? It's gonna affect all of the players them. All right, it might just help Omari because the other people that invested in Pochettino they have more pull than Omari. So Omari would be one of them that Chelsea would have to rely on in the end because they don't have any other persons and they don't have any big name want to take the job. But we will wait and see who takes the job. All right, because I don't believe that a lot of people will be happy about that because the guys they might want to say next year will be the year. Now we are in Europe. Next year is the year when we go back in this top four and cement our legacy as a top tier player. But at the end, now it's like they are going to reset themselves. So I think it all comes down to the coach that comes in. And if it's a restart, it's going to favor Omari big time because it's going to favor the younger players them staying at the club and the older players them move on to somewhere else because they want to get something in their career. It's best to just play in Saudi then. If you're going to just be at Chelsea not doing nothing with your life, you better take a contract and go to Saudi and get a billion more dollars and do the same thing
Hmm.
with nothing. All right, that's the only difference you have between Saudi and the Premier League and other leagues. You're actually
Is the
competing at
value
the
of the
highest level
silverware?
to win things. So if I can't win nothing because you keep on changing the managers, I'm going to leave. And that's the only way I can see it favor the young Jamaicans, them like a Whisper or Hutchinson, when they get offload everyone else. What say you pass on that one before we move on? We'll put some comments
I
on that
agree with
and then
I
move on.
agree with that. I agree with that sentiment because just before I before you finish wrapping up and reading what was in the chat, that's what I was going to allude to the implications on Omari Hutchinson. And maybe, this is one of the reasons he was called in because the coach would have already have an understanding that he's not going to be here at the end of the season. So maybe it was more the owners that suggested Omari be brought in and all of that rather than the coach himself.
No, man, it was
So
Pochettino stated that he wanted him to come back. So that was a fact.
I was just thinking that maybe it was influence. Yes, it's him that made the call, but I'm just thinking that this decision may have influenced that. So with all of that, I concur with that. If a player Sterling is on the other end of the pendulum for his career, so it's about what silverware you're going to win in these latter years. If you're going to be in a system where you don't see the likelihood of winning the silverware, then I guess to get paid, the best you can get paid is the next best option. So Saudi League is calling everybody and wouldn't mind the superstar status. They, it will grow their league. So
All right.
yeah.
All right, so let me because remember the show's just starting up, guys. Remember as you come in, please do find the like button as well because it helps the show. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. We'll give you a big up. Umza said, working out in the end with less pressure on the players. Yes, but that I think that don't help your career so much too. Sometimes. Also have to look at that less pressure. The players started performing. Okay, Corey says it could work out for Omari. I could see that working out for Omari as well. And then we have Big Bad Tennessee in the house. We don't see him so often, but obviously we know that maybe most of these guys not waking up early for early streams. But tell you what, we have found new people in a guys, so we might just have to get rid of you guys, so we don't hear from us none at all, because some Africans take away that spot. Some Americans take away spots. All right, you hear that? Tennessee. All right, Triple E, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, yeah, man. David J in the building. All right, so this is what we are because, as you know, we don't try to sell over the top narrative. We're staying on exactly what we saw. So the goal.com released an article. I'm going to make sure I put it up on my screen. Let me copy it right here so you know what I'm reading from. I will post this article under the video as well. So it has nothing to do with me and no clickbait because I put possible in this video possible. I've never stated nothing of anything clickbaity to anyone. All right. So I made sure to put it that way. Um, they I'm gonna go through it, but let me just put it so if you guys want to read it, you can go ahead and read it. Let me get the analytics right here to give to you. 1 second, guys. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to make sure we organize the show the right way. So this is the goal article. I'm going to try and pin this. Let me try and pin it right here. All right, I will pin the goal article now. So that's the article I'm reading from. All right, so this was posted the 19th of May 2024. All right, Jamaica Copa, Jamaica Copa, Jamaica Copa America 2024 squad. Which Reggae Boyz players are going to the USA? All right, and put a question mark there. All right, yes, and they have listed some people. Full list of players Jamaica will take to the 2024 Copa America in the USA. All right, Jamaica will be taking part in their third Copa America when they land in USA. In 2015, Jamaica made their debut appearance in the Copa America tournament, ending up at the bottom of the standing behind Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay. The subsequent year, the squad participated in the Copa America Centario as champions of the 2014 Caribbean Cup, but once again finished last in their group, suffered a 3-0 defeat against Uruguay, securing their place in the 2024 Copa America. Jamaica advanced to the semifinals of the 2023-2024 CONCACAF Nations League after League A after defeating Canada in the quarterfinals. So they are telling you how they reached there. Goal takes you through the list of players who could don the jersey and represent Jamaica in South America's most prestigious football competition. So they are not clearly stating that this is the list. All right, so let me make sure they are not stating that
Hmm.
this is the list. That's why I'm trying to make sure I put the word properly. All right, first they put in
Possible team.
bold capital Andre Blake, which we already said Andre Blake will be in it. It doesn't matter. I don't think you need goal to decide if Andre Blake would be in the squad. Once he's fit, he would be in it. Andre Blake, who is now 33 years old, is the most experienced goalkeeper in the squad with over 70 cap to his name. He's expected to be the guardian in goal for Jamaica at the Copa America. All right, that is a fact. Then they put the second one. Damian Lowe and Michael Hector are set to form a formidable partnership in the defensive third of the pitch for Jamaica. Adrian Mariappa and Alvas Powell, both aged 37. Think they have made some mistake here. Alvas Powell is not 37. Um, Adrian Mariappa is not 37. All right. Maybe they're trying to put no. That makes no sense. No. Are also capable, experienced backup. Sheffield Wednesday, Deshaun Bernard is a promising option. Is a promising option to be a guaranteed starter going forward. So I think whoever gave them that information have not really dig deep in everything because Alvas Paul age is wrong, Mariapa's age is wrong. Damian Lowe doesn't play centre back and will struggle to get a game at centre back as well. Anymore for Jamaica because more people start talking about him being somewhat of a midfielder. All right, so I think this article not really getting that correct feeling so far. All right, but we continue. They put some other names. We talk about Damian Lowe, Michael Hector. They put Richard King on it. I think Richard King would be a struggle to be there. The only way Richard King could make it there is unless we have some serious injuries of Ethan Pinnock and then Deshaun Bernard and those guys. You have to have a lot of injuries for Richard King to be in it because Richard King is a natural centre back and we are blessed with centre backs. We have the same Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Ethan Pinnock, Deshaun Bernard, go. So those are four solid centre backs that you're going to put ahead of him. Lati Bodier is also a centre back, and that play right back, left back, and defensive central as well. So I don't think this would be accurate right here. But they continued to state Dexter Lembekisa, Greg Lee, Deshaun Bernard, Tavan Gray, Adrian Mariappa, Alvas Powell. So a few of them won't make this team. I would say Alvas Powell, Mariappa won't make this team. Richard King won't make this team. So 3 out of that, I would say not making this team. Pastor, how you look at that? How you look at that? Because I would say those are the 3 that I think would make this team. I would say Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Dexter Lembekisa, Greg Lee, Deshaun Bernard, and you could say Tavan Gray might be on it because Tavan Gray started this season better than Javian Brown by a good stretch. What say
Well,
you on
I
that
would
side? And then
I
I'm
would
gonna move on.
immediately take out the same 3. I would immediately
Okay.
take out the same 3. Without even thinking what the coach will do. I mean, the others are significantly ahead of them in terms of quality. So I would take out those 3. Which other name you mentioned when you mentioned Lambekisa? Because I think I
Uh,
missed one of the names.
let me make sure to go back there. I've said Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Dexter Lemekisa, Greg Lee, Deshaun Bernard, and maybe
Oh,
possible Tavan Gray. But
oh,
out
so
of
so
this
it's, so
listing,
it's Greg Lee.
this
It's Greg
listing,
Lee that I
and
missed.
this is the problem here. Why this can't be accurate because Ethan Pinnock is not on it. Ethan Pinnock is Jamaica's
Yeah.
best player and one of the best Jamaican
Mm-hmm.
performer overall. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that it looks like they just clipped, they just researched on face value. What they saw from the last squad, that's what they took from it and tried to mix a little bit more young players to this goal
Mm-hmm.
article. You understand me? So I don't think this is accurate at no point because Pinnock will be there once he's fit. This is the next big competition that his club would want him to partake in and stuff, So not just him alone. His club would have been good for his club because it's one of the biggest competitions in the world, just like the Euros. You understand me? So I think Tavan Gray might swap place with Ethan Pinnock as well. You could possibly see that, and then you could see Dujan Sterling in this, because they said he's going to be a part of the squad. At least that's what they wrote from his side, his club side. So hopefully that comes through because he would be ahead of Tavan Gray. I think he's ahead of other players that are our main players as well, but I won't go there. All right, so pick up. That's just the defending part that they gave. And I have a lot of problems with the defending part, chop it up the whole a complete different way. All right, let me see what people saying here. Yeah, man, JD just come back on the work, laugh out loud. Was out for a little. Yeah, man, big up, big up, big up. So Sterling loses some of his
Mm.
pace and now he's useless. Pep saw this coming. Um, Kieran says madness, my side I do. All right, I think it was mutual situation because maybe they had a bust up. All right. Yes, I think they have not done their homework on this one, and that's why even yesterday when me and Mr. Speed talking, and we are saying that this is the reason why people like myself would have been good to educate the masses of Jamaican people, as it relates to who is truly up in the talent pool. You understand me? Because we can just look at that instant and tell you what will never happen unless the coach something
Yep.
wrong with him. You understand me? Because that's how we have invested our time in these players to a different level. You know, yes. They are clearly assuming our possible squad. Yes, I think so. I think so. You name the centre back that would make the team, but can tell me why each centre back would make sure team. I can tell you that as well. All right, all right. People want me to go through it. All right, no problem. Yes, that I just put it because we want to have the conversation on it. That's why. All right. Determined turn up. Big up yourself. Hope you all of you guys are okay. Please do it like button as soon as they come in. Let we start get the likes over 100 very easily. That is something for the show. That is how you put the show out there on the map. All right. So Sterling have a passport, JD. If his team is saying that he's going to come and play, I think he should have everything ready. You know, that's the only way your team is going to print something of that sort. Ernest, good morning. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. All right, let me just go back through the squad that they have stated. Um, Damian Lowe, Damian Lowe would have made the team based off where we are in our development at this point. He could be deployed in a defensive midfielder position because we don't solve that position as yet. And he could be one of the centre backs them as well. I am not sure if I would have him as a starter in the centre back position anymore, based on the fact that I've seen what all the other centre backs them could do. All right, so but I would put him in both of the positions, and because of that versatility at this point, I'm not going to grade each position, but based on that of that versatility, I would state that he would be a need for the squad at this point. All right, Michael Lecter is one of the better defenders naturally, one of the better passers naturally. So anything that we want to be, any style we want to play, I think Michael Lecter would fit that, and he still have the versatility to play in defensive midfield as well. So he could step up as well. And also, if he stays in the centre back position, if they change the system that they're playing for the coach to make people go be comfortable to go in midfield, we have midfield defenders that are comfortable to go in midfield. So that is a part of Michael Hector's take. Richard King, the reason why I would have excluded Richard King is because we have better players at this moment in their development. All right, Richard King. A lot of people give Richard King high praises, and I saw him play games before that are very good, i.e., the Costa Rica game. Obviously, people would say that the Costa Rica game, they sit back and invited us to come forward. So anybody could have looked better. But tell you what, he still did what he had to do on a big stage. So I have to give him his credit that he played a good game that I saw him in. But I don't think he's on the next level as the others at this point. He could possibly reach there in the future. Dexter Lembekisa speak for himself. What he did for Jamaica, he has pretty much nailed down a right back position for himself. Maybe not always a starter, but always involved in the team and
Mhm.
comfortable involved in the team. At 20 years old, the coach he gets that respect from the coach, which is incredible right there. So that's my reason to include Dexter Lambekisa. Greg Lee's inclusion is because Greg Lee is one of our best left backs naturally, and he's comfortable to play left wing back as well, and also can even go high up the pitch if it's a natural 3-4-3 system and you want to use right and left midfielder, he can also plays that. And also you don't have any serious challenge for him because Amari Bell have a season-ending injury, and we don't know if he's going to recover in time. So that is
Mm.
my reason for that inclusion. Deshaun Bernard showcased that he has everything that Damian Lowe has. and he has a higher ceiling than Damian Lowe, and he's playing at a higher level than Damian Lowe and performing at a higher level than Damian Lowe this season in Sheffield's team. And that's the reason why I would say that he warrants his spot right there. Who else we have on the list? Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock, nobody have to talk about Ethan Pinnock because he's the best baller for Jamaica.
Tevon
Yeah,
Gray.
period. So that is the reason. Tavan Gray now, Tavan Gray could consider to be a backup, but I have to revisit that because if we have Latibodier playing as a centre back and is a substitute right back, I think you have no need for Tavan Gray and you could look for someone else. All
Yeah.
right. So
Especially if we
that is
get
my
Dujan
reason for
Sterling
that. All
too.
right. So I think I've done a thorough breakdown right there, people. I don't think you guys can disagree with anything. All right. Only someone who can disagree with anything here is determined because he's determined to have a problem in the chat. All right. Yes. So go ahead, the pastor. Let me move on to the midfield. What's your take based on my explanation? Because I think
The
I've
only
gone
thing I would add,
5 years of serious analysis put together to give you the reason why these guys get picked for the team.
the only thing I would add to it is to the reason that Gray would not be a certain starter, especially if we get Dujan Sterling. It would literally be wasting a space to have Gray when you could probably be looking for a midfielder to bolster the midfield. So that was explained properly. I don't think I need to add anything else to that.
All right, so they moved on to midfield now. So midfield, they said Barry, Daniel Johnson, Joey Latibodier are expected to feature in the midfield. Interestingly, the trio plays in England. All right, Casey Palmer and 19-year-old Karai Anderson will also be looking to make the most of their chances leading up to the tournament. Then they named some guys now: Bobby Reed, Fulham, Daniel Johnson, Stoke City, Joel Latibodier, Coventry, Casey Palmer, the same Coventry, Karai Anderson, for people don't know, Charlton Athletic, Devon Williams, Colorado Spring, and Kevin Lambert. All right, so I think they are putting some players that I don't think will be considered. All right, so let me break down this one. Let me break down this
Run the
one.
names again.
All
Run
right,
the names
so we
again
have
before you break down.
Latibod. That's why I put the link in the past. They should click the link. Are you only using your phone? So
I'm only using the iPhone.
okay. So Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Latibodier, they put in midfield, which might go back to defense. Casey Palmer, Karai Anderson, Devon Williams, and Kevin Lambert. Those are the 7 names they have named in midfield. All right. So damn, this article I can rewrite it. I'm gonna text them and tell them, let me rewrite this article for you, and you just pay me. All right. Yes, I give you a much more in-depth breakdown. I think I might just get 2 players wrong in the entire squad. All right. So Pastor, what you made of that? Because I am going to chop up this midfield and
We
chop up this midfield.
we can do the same thing and just go with the omissions first
Yes, yes. Go with the
that we
options.
think. Yeah. I would remove Lambert and Williams
All
and
right. Lambert and Williams, you
and
would remove.
Johnson is under serious question. I would blatantly remove Lambert and Williams, and Johnson would be under serious question.
1 second, Pastor. People, please copy the link. All right, then just copy the text then and put it back in something of your device and they can open it up. All right. Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Pastor.
Yeah, so I would say that the Speedy and Lambert I would take out, and then Daniel Johnson is under serious question.
Okay.
But I want to put a disclaimer out there. If we're going to be fair to use Damian Lowe deployed in the midfield, a better selection
Hold
based
on.
on what he has done for.
Listen to this. Jamaican vibe says JD, that article is 3 years old. Um, so
Didn't you give the
Jamaica,
date when it was posted?
yeah, I know. I gave the date and I put the link. So he said it's a 3 year article. So by his definition, because that's why it's good. That's why I've read out everything. Listen to this good. The Andre Blake, 33 years old. So Andre Blake is 36. Done. Let me move. Let me move. Um, Casey
Lembakisi
Palmer
is playing for Jamaica for 3 years.
Casey Palmer is not is 22 now. Right? He's 22 now, Pastor. No, I'm just asking because I know what he's saying is not true. But the fact that you don't ask me a question, you jump to conclusion to say it's a 3 year article. When I'm reading the actual article, the details of the article. You understand me? So why you can't stop? That seems like you don't respect me, bro.
No, no,
That don't come off right to me.
it's not just you him don't respect. It's not just you him don't respect. If he had any sense about his own image, he would not have done this because there is no way a 3 year old article have Kira Anderson on it. It's not possible. Kira Anderson and Lembakisa is listed in this. Latipodir
Let me
is
just move.
listed in this.
Let
How
me
is
just
it a
move.
3 year article?
Let me just move on and just continue doing my job. All right? Yeah, let me just move on. Yes, I agree with you. Kevin Lambert would make it. Devon Williams would make it for me as well. And then Case Lati Bodier would be dropping a little bit down. Yes.
What I was saying, JD, Daniel Johnson would be under serious question for me also. But I wouldn't take it out his name like we took out Lambert and Williams. However, I would put this disclaimer on Lambert. If it is that we need to be relying on deploying Damian Lowe in the midfield,
Mm-hmm.
I would rather carry Lambert than deploy Lowe in the midfield.
Okay. So you could see a case where then no you're no you kind of confuse me right there because what are we going to do with Damian Lowe then? Because Damian Lowe will be a part of the centre back position then. So how much
All
centre back
right,
we truly bring into the team?
JD, at this time, based on the quality that we have
Mm-hmm.
and how they have showed up for Jamaica, Damian Lowe becomes the luxury player and he merits his place on what he has done for the country. So you're keeping
Okay.
him as a backup rather than just discard him because he has served us so well. So I would not select Damian Lowe with any consideration to deploy in midfield. Damian Lowe is a centre back and he needs to work at earning his place as a centre back. And
Okay.
the fact that young
Oh
people
God.
like Dishon Bernard and Latibodier has come in and shown what is required in a team that is growing and expanding. Damian Lowe has to make himself relevant. Turn up and show up. I am
All
not
right, Pat.
going down the
Okay.
I'm not going down the road where I'm buffeting anybody. Look
All
at
right.
look at
It's
what
a
look
it's
at
a
what he's
pastor's
up
take,
against.
people. It's not my
Pinnock,
take, guys. It's not my
look at
take. It's a pastor's take.
yeah, look at what he's up against. Pinnock, Hector, Bernard, Latibodier. So he goes in as the fifth centre back, and this is based on performance for the country a particular position. There is no way anybody that watches football selects a Damian Lowe as a midfielder over Kevin Lambert. So Damian Lowe is being
So,
given
Pastor,
relevance.
but Pastor, the
Yeah.
coach selected Damian Lowe over Kevin Lambert. So, what you're questioning the
No, no,
coach
no.
here?
He did not select Damian Lowe as a midfielder. He selected Damian Lowe over Kevin Lambert in Damian Lowe's position, but ended up in the match deploying Damian Lowe in the
Okay.
midfield.
Okay. So,
Damian
okay.
Lowe was not selected as a midfielder.
Okay. When if based on what I saw, all of the players that I name out, I think that all of the players are better centre backs than Damian Lowe. I am very sorry. You guys are not going to convince me that Damian Lowe is better than Michael Hector, better than Ethan Pinnock, better than Latibodir, or better than Dishan Bernard. I actually believe that all of them better than him. He still has skill sets that can deploy for Jamaica. That is 100% fact.
Yes.
But based on, I will agree to Pastor right there. But I don't fully agree with the midfield part because I thought that the coach put him in the midfield for the second time. And that's where I think he's going to try and put him. And it's because the coach get to realize that he actually has better centre backs than Damian Lowe there. So he can leave those guys there and put Damian Lowe somewhere that he doesn't have the players. You understand me? Yes. So I agree with you, and I think he's a fifth ranked centre back behind all of these guys because these
Hmm.
guys are respected worldwide, and it's not because of mistakes. These guys are actually better players, you know. But other people can say what they want. I am giving a man his credit based on what I saw. But based on every other metrics, I think these guys are better centre backs for real. But I don't think he comes in off merit. I think we don't have defensive centrals or midfielder that will put in the tackle as what he wants, and he has the trust in him. And as what Jane would have said, he thinks he's the vice captain. So based on all of those things, he makes the team. You understand me? So that I can understand what people says, but
Uh,
if I'm
JD,
gonna rate the players, I saw them and I think all of them are better than Damian Lowe, and I'm not going to take my word back. And I've never changed my word overall. I think we have a quality core of centre backs. We already know that Ethan Pinnock is the best centre back there, so it makes it different. We saw what Dishan Bernard could do, and we clearly saw you guys left the last tournament telling me that Hector was one of the best centre backs. So you can't mince your word now when Ethan Pinnock is already our best player. Then you said Hector, he looks like Hector is our best centre back. We never did Ethan Pinnock at the time. So you guys were saying this. And now when we bring back reality back to you now, you try to change your mouth. You understand me? Yes. So for me, there are still good players in the people. That means Jamaica team is getting better. To say that he is the fifth. And it's not a
that's
disrespect to say he's the fifth. Because centre back is one of our strongest positions. Go back and watch all of these guys played for the entire season. And I can tell you, Damian Lowe not having the best season. Andre Blake not having the best season. Philly not having the best season either. You understand me? Um, Bernard Bernard really put himself back in a position. I think Bernard jumped to the second best centre back we actually have, you know. I think people just not looking at Bernard's actual games, you know. But Bernard move up to the second best centre back I think we have in the people. All right. Obviously, he had the highest ceiling out of everyone else because he's coming from Manchester United. But obviously, he had injuries over the years. But Bernard, I think we are really sliding on Bernard. All right. So all I'm saying is, Damian will make my team. Obviously, I don't think the midfield is solved
he
as
would
yet.
make mine. He would make mine too. He would make mine too. But I'm being fair to what to every player because even though I would not select a Lambert in my team,
Yeah, but
you
Pastor,
know, that's it.
Pastor, people will
The-
complain, Pastor. Yeah, why one thing you just know how to get a war started, Pastor. I don't know how you're the pastor and you are the warrior. People, Pastor is the pastor, you know, and he's the warrior. I don't understand that. I expect people to come here to curse me out, but it's Pastor. Everybody fighting against every day. So Pastor, you come here to take away the 8 JD campaign. So no, it's the 8 pastors campaign. No, so people, I have reasoned out
the-
myself, you know. All right.
there's a song. There's a song
Sim
that is
says Lowe
popular in
sent
Jamaica.
Jamaica to the Copa. Shut up. Lowe never sent Jamaica to the Copa. Sims. So go watch football again, and you shut up. All right. Yes. You can learn for reason. All right. Yes. Oh my God. You, Sims, your ego is your biggest problem. I think you need to try the thing that the thing that Kendrick Lamar told Drake to do. I think Jamaicans, majority of us, need to try that as well to calm our spirit down and our ego. You understand me? Big up yourself, Francis. Yes, man, your ego is too big. If I say that someone ranked fifth, well, nobody in the world don't believe you aside from you and your Jamaican friends. Them. All right? Yes, that is the difference, Sims. So yeah, I guess we make sense on the global stage, but not in your house and your friends them house. All right, so we will stay with the global stage rather than your friends them house. He's gonna come back. As you said, Damian Lowe is on the poster. Is a giveaway, dead giveaway. All right. Mill said, let's start. Let the pastor talk. Okay. All right. Lowe is braver than all those ballers. Well, tell you what. Those ballers are higher level IQ as it relates to football than him. So they don't need to be brave and wild. All right. So let me move on from there because I don't need to go back
Yeah,
into reality.
I think we have made the
Anyways,
point.
Pastor, yes. And please, Pastor, don't derail my show again. All right? You're always trying to kiss the man. What? Sims, you see me a kiss man?
This is terrible.
Wow. Chat, you guys see me a kiss man. Oh my God. Something is wrong. You know, let, let, let me move on from this because this show always find a way to turn somewhere else. Anyways, I don't know what kind of lie Sims. Oh God, something is wrong with it. Move on. Midfield. People, when you don't take that and run with it and mash up the show, people. Don't, please, just leave it. Midfield. All right. So who else you would have added in the midfield, Pastor? Good Lord.
In the midfield, I would go. I would call in John Russell. It would to to this that they have listed. I would add John on this. I'm taking out two and questioning um Johnson, and I would add John Russell. Um, I don't know who are the other persons with documents available, but I would certainly add Omari Hutchinson.
All
Um,
right. All right. Sorry
I would.
if you guys never got any notification. They said why you included John Russell. That's what they're questioning. John Russell.
The reason I include John Russell is because from the game he has played for Jamaica, he showed what he has to offer. And I believe if you have a CDM who is a ball passing CDM, it
Mm-hmm.
fits very well with the quality of the centre back that is behind him. So you can move the ball passing through the midfield rather than omitting the midfield. And John will be able to move it left or right to his wing backs better than Lambert, and certainly better than what we get from some others. So
Okay, so
that's why I
you
would
put
include
and
John.
and and also what he did this season. You have to put in what he did this season.
Yes, yes, and
Okay,
and his performance with his club this season.
okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, competent performance. So
okay. Fair enough. We have a few more comments coming up. Sim says, "You think is you and Pastor alone know football?" No, I don't think so. But I've given my opinion, and if you don't want it, I just ask you, where did you see me kissing man? Because that is a thing that I could sue you for, Mr. Sim. So I'm just telling you, stop selling lies on me. All right. All right. JD, did the article quote any sources? I will get to that. I will get to that part. I will get to that part. Uh, and Nigel said Omari Hutchinson is a winger pastor. Midfield is not his strength, but central Cam is a midfielder just as him,
of
and he can
course
play Cam. And he can play
he
Cam very
plays
good.
Cam.
Laugh out loud from last game. Barlett's TV attacking pastor. All right, you see, you set yourself for people to fight with you. Sherman Scott, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Is Leon Bailey included in the squad for Copa? I don't know. On this, I don't think so. All right. Yes. So for midfield, we're done with the midfield now. Let me move on to the forwards. All right. So these are the forwards now. With 16 goals from 44 caps already. Claremont forward Shamar Nicholson is set to lead the line for Jamaica at the Copa America. New York Red Bulls Corey Burke is set to assist Nicholson in the final third and will be eyeing a spot in the starting lineup as well. Jesus God. Goal just stop. Damari Gray and Jamal Lowe will also be expecting a call up. And spot in the final squad. So you talk down on them. Yeah, this must be a Jamaican born, right? This paper.
Hold on.
Jesus God.
Damari Gray and who?
No,
Damari Gray.
no,
Oh,
no,
oh, and
sorry.
Jamal.
I've said that wrong. I've said that wrong. It must be one of the known Zendem wrote this article because this makes no sense. All right. All right, let me leave it because man said Damari Gray and Jamal Lowe will be expecting a call up. You know,
But Nicholson is going to lead the line.
but Shamar Nicholson will be leading
And
it.
Burke.
This can't be real. Goal, boy, I'm telling you. Let me write goal saying, boy, goal don't have the right best writers. Who them? No, them they didn't put any quote here. I put the listed here. Listed here. This is mad, man. This is mad. You know.
Burke is pushing for a place in the starting 11. And Lowe
And they
and
gave
Gray
expected
expecting a call up.
lineup, but let me not skip it. Let me go through the forward line. Let me give the article some respect. Let me give the
This
article some
was
respect.
done to ensure that we talk about it. This is reverse psychology. Whoever wrote this is using reverse psychology. He's making sure that the critical analysts of the world will pick up this and talk about this. He's good. Credit in JD. The writer of this article is very good.
um Jamaican vibes said JD, I was being sarcastic because the article makes no sense. That's why okay, no problem. All right, it's cool, but big boss. El Pagino said big up to you. Signal said Simon said we are crazy if we think the team will be picked more than a week before any tournament. Honestly, why waste your time? Simon said is also a phrase, so that Simon said can say anything. Any team that can't pick a week before, that means that coach should be fired. So definitely Simon don't know what he's saying, and I can clearly say that. Because if a 1 week before a tournament you are gonna pick a team, that means you don't have anything good going to that tournament. I can tell you that. All right. So that is not an accurate statement, and I can fire
Um,
back on Simon there if Simon said
JD,
so, and it's not you making
Simon
up
did
that
not
story.
say
All
that.
right. No, Pastor,
I
Pastor,
was on the
Pastor,
live
no,
program.
Pastor, you can just leave that there, Pastor. Good God, man.
Okay.
And then everything I say, I argue upon, leave it because I don't want to extend it. I say, so Simon can attack me only. All right, yes. There's no team ever in history picked a week before. All right, that's how we don't do good in football. All right, Cygnus Media, click me right there, and me say that. All right, no football coach on planet Earth, unless this is not a good coach, none at all. If him tell me say that him don't need a job. All right, yeah, and that's a fact. Call Mr. Speed anybody in football. So clearly, that is not a football statement there. That's an ego statement. Um, Big up yourself, Michael Thomas. Or Thomas. Yes, yes, yes. Jamaican family, massive respect. JD, team being picked or named, published is different. Yes, but even team picked a week before, no make no sense. All right? Yes. So I can tell you that nobody, when know about football, will actually say anything like that. All right? Yes. So I don't even believe that's what he said. It has to be something completely different. It may be picked but not announced. He listed four tournaments, and the date squad was announced. Well, all I'm saying is no team signals. You wrote the wrong thing before, and maybe you have people gluttonous and they watch our stream to clip and give to other people. But tell you what, we don't care because we have sense and we are intelligent enough to formulate our words properly. All right, so we are talking on what you have stated. So what you have said is just completely wrong. All right. If you want to miss this video, you can miss this video. All right. We are just having a conversation, and I think it makes sense in our conversation. All right. If you think it don't make no sense, it makes sense in what we are talking on. All right. Yes, because everything was to lead up to something. So you can miss this one and turn up when the squad name 1 week before. So don't turn up back, Signals until 1 week before the Copa will start. as it relates to Copa content. Because that's what you believe. All right. A man gone back to this Thomas business. All right, good. Portland says this article are junk food, no children back, and dumplings. The art of no balls. What? I don't even know what you're saying. Let me go through the strikers. Let me go through the strikers. All right. And I've read the top of the article, so they never try to mislead anybody. All right. They never try to mislead anybody. All right. Yeah, I've read through the article and people give their take. So
You only
they're
gave
giving
four
their take.
strikers so far.
All right. So we have Ronaldo Cephas, Ankara Gucho, Shamar Nicholson, Clement, Corey Burke, Red Bull, New York Red Bulls. Romario Williams, Hartford Athletic. Damara Gray, El Etifak. Jamal Lowe, Swansea City. And Kaim Dixon, Arnett Gardens. That's the team, Pastor. So we have no Leon Bailey, no Whisper, no Michael Antonio. Um, yeah, big up yourself, Jairus. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right.
All right. So we go with the same process. We go with the same process of taking out and then who unquestioned,
No,
right?
this has nothing to do with any squad, people. It's just a goal article I'm reading off, and they are giving their take as to who they think will be in the squad. All right, that's what it said at the top of the article. That's why we said possible squad. All right, yes, and I should put even a goal in the title as well to make sure people know that we're not trying to deceive them. All right, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So we go with the same process of
Yes, yes,
taking
yes.
out and then we we look at who basically would be under question. So the two that I would take out of here immediately would be Burke and Dixon,
Yeah.
and then I would have a question on Williams only because of the numbers that you're permitted to take in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
But so I would have Williams would be the one under question, and then added to that you would have Captain Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
you would have
Okay.
Captain Jamaica added to that list. Um, the reason I would not add Leon Bailey is because at, I believe it is now more certain that he's not going to be available. So that's the reason I would not add him. But
Okay.
had that not been the situation, I would have added Leon Bailey too.
At least
But
you giving your explanation for picking players, not because you just like the players. Yes, 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 yes. That so I don't understand. I don't understand. I think when we're here breaking down stuff, so we have always been as transparent as possible, clear as possible, but yet still, I think people come here and they try to put the most nastiest things on us. I know that sometimes we have said things that are definitely not the popular thing. But sometimes, guys, the unpopular thing could be true, because maybe it's because we actually watch some of these players. That's why we make these statements. And surprisingly, we have put out something say Jamaica possible Copa America squad. Possible. So clearly it's saying that it is not. Yes, that is very clear. And then we hear people coming here try to question what we're doing, if it makes any sense, and all of these stuffs. No, we are just reading because one, you know what you need to do is to go on goal, and tell them stop printing things about Jamaica. You understand me? Because if I can't do it, why am I just not good enough to formulate my words? That's why I should not be able to cover anything like this. Because I think I've explained things in this category very well. So I don't know what are you trying to say. You know, it just sickening. Just like yesterday when Determined asked me about this ticket thing, and I said, Determined, I come to talk on football and football relation things, and I don't see the need of that. It's like you guys, not everyone, but it's like some of these guys. It's like they want to hold you to certain things. They want to make sure you do this what they want. And I can tell you guys, no, I don't follow trend. I set my own trend. So my title explains exactly what we're doing, and we're going through it. And obviously, you're learning about the players then, because clearly, if you're following your same narrative, you don't know nothing about none of these players. All right. So our program is to teach you about some of these players. I heard a person say that we act like we know too much about football. No, I think we know enough to give you what you don't know because you spend too much time trying to sell sensationalism. So our job is to go through the article, break it down, and give what we think the others do. And then you could go and watch the game for yourself. Because remember, at the end of the day, you see that ticket argument. Why I think that ticket argument makes no sense. Why would I try to buy ticket for people not going anywhere? Why should I buy ticket for people that don't know anything? Because the last thing people know about anybody in the Jamaica team is pretty much nothing. They don't know nothing about nobody because nobody teach them. That's why I've took my time out to actually talk about the players them every day. You realize if Whisper them score a goal, my title is not about Whisper scoring no goal. It's Whisper and everybody else. Everybody, because my job is to come here and sell the brand of Jamaica and everybody. You understand me? So that's how you full a stadium because when it done, when it finished, the 24, 25, 26 players will not be majority of the time Whisper, Kaim Dixon, and Liam Bailey. It's going to be maybe Bailey alone, no Whisper, no Kaim Dixon, because other people are better than them. So I have to sell a narrative for the other people that's better than them and more likely will be picked. So that means you can full a stadium. You can't full a stadium of people that are not interested in anything. You can't bully people in life. So work on the craft first before you skip the line and want to go over the line. So that's why I'm not interested in any grouping ticket foolishness. I am selling Jamaica brand to people so everybody can go buy a shirt for Lembekisa because they know Lembekisa now. They are watching it, so they invest in these players. The only way the stadium will full is if you pick all the Manning Cup man them on the field or all the Mount Pleasant man them on the field and then you get 20,000 people. You know why? Because Pastor, they can resonate to the other man them. That's why you have 25,000 people turn up for Mount Pleasant. So what we need to do is to make sure people can resonate to the other guys them. Focus on that for 2, 3 years. I'm begging you, please. Focus on that. Show everybody in the chats, share the contents them, share the players them stats to anybody who have on the socials them. That's the way how you make something popular because it goes in the subconscious of people. And that's how people love things. That's how you build something, not just, oh, we need to do this. No, it's an uneducated move. That's how you full a stadium. So my job is saw an article, I can break down the article and make it spicy just the same, and then put the stats to the players them, so you get to learn about a player. You understand me? So that is called strategic, if you want. All right. So I don't have to continue this. I'm gonna continue my show and move on. So that is my job here. All right. So Unno come here ask me for no ticket. Unno come here ask me about what nobody say. Me not really care. I'm a footballer at hand, and that's what I want to do. Break down football and look at what makes sense and see how Jamaica can truly be great. And get everybody in the stadium every single time without me buying a ticket. I hope you understand that. All right? Yes. So don't determine to say anything to me again. All right? Yes. We need a young team then JD. Oh my God. So everything that I've just said, I made sure to put my word properly. So for people like Drain Weather that tips people, they people with sense can understand exactly what I've just stated. All right, because I just give you the actual reality, or you get the stadium full. All right, yes, and tell you at the same time that maybe what you're talking not working because you just don't jump to certain things. All right, yes. Um, Singh says, JD, is it true that you're organizing a hunger strike to get Leon Bailey to reconsider his decision to take hiatus from the Reggae Boys team? I would, I would like Leon Bailey to come back, but um, if the man say not interested in anything, and I saw a video from Leon Bailey, and good God, those girls bees was very big and Liam Bailey acting like he's a rapper. So I want to believe that Liam Bailey likes football, but I am not 100% thinking that he likes football more than the let me not say because I know the Pillow Gang. I know the Pillow Gang. So I just saw the video and I was shocked. Because I saw a video with him doing selecting before, You understand? But this one took it over the top. Because I saw the man acting like American rappers. I can't believe what I'm seeing. So I think Liam Bailey Liam Bailey is different. That's all I'm going to say. Liam Bailey is different. That's all. I have nothing to say about the Pillow Gang Master. I think he's a Pillow Gang Master for real. But he plays football. But after those things, I don't think football is his first love. All right? Just wait until Liam Bailey becomes 30, then you're gonna figure out what is his love. Because when you reach 30 to 31, that's when you have to put in extra work because now you might be at the tail end of your prime and you have to put in extra work to stay at that level of your prime. So you see, if we see Liam Bailey start breakdown and more videos come out, then we know what is the great Liam Bailey's love. But I won't talk anymore on that, all right? Damian says Leon is multi-talented. What happened to that? I have not said anything. Damian, God. Yes, sing. I have answered you in the best manner possible. And then you still make people out here beating me. Jesus God. Leon Bailey fans. JD Bailey will be watching the June 6th game from the stands in JA. I am not sure about that. I am not sure about that. Don't be surprised if he's not there. All right. Yes. All right. So let me move on. Let me move on because we had a good conversation here, and these guys still come and took away off of our part. All right. Yes. All right. So the forward line from goal is mental. All right. The forward line, I don't see this forward line happening at no point. Cephas, I think Cephas could make it same way. He has not finished this season well enough for me. Shamar Nichols the same. Corey Burke, I don't think he should be in it. Romario Williams, same thing. Damari Gray injured. Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe is the best performing player on that in this whole list. And I'm not sure if they're gonna pick Jamal Lowe because they always have some skipping period of Jamal Lowe. He comes one time and then he doesn't come for 6 more months. So out of this entire 7 players, we could see none of them on this list. All right. All
All
right.
right. I
Big up that Damian. The man is talented, Damian. I have not said anything bad. I've made sure to choose the right words. All right. Yes. I can't understand what's going on. They said 3 people watching us, and from we started the video, it's on 0 people watching us. I don't know where are so it's a lot of ghost accounts. So all of our subscribers them dead. All right, because it said 2 people watching us. You saw it on the screen, Pastor.
for
It
a
was
long time it was zero.
it
For a
was
long time
zero.
it was
So I don't
zero.
know. I don't
And
know
it just
what's
gone
going
to
on.
three.
Unless
No, it's gone
YouTube
off the screen. It's
unless
got
YouTube think that my video is private. Hold on. Oh,
and
it
it
says
come it
public.
come
It says
back
public.
three
So I
people
don't know
watching
what's
but
going.
80 likes.
Okay, I think YouTube giving some problems, people. All right, because they said it's a lot of ghosts commenting for 1 hour and 30 minutes, which makes no sense because I know that Jamaican Family Vibes is not a ghost. Siobhan Givens not a ghost. David J, Damian, the head of the Pillow Gang, definitely not a ghost. All right. So all right, so Liam Bailey. Yeah, if Liam Bailey is available, definitely he will be my list. I'm not sure if Damar Gray will be in it. I think he will not. Um, I think he will not be for the 6th of June, which is the first set of games. Then, all right. YouTube is a part of the Pillow Gang, JD. All right.
Well,
It seems that YouTube changes the video displays. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have different displays. I have different displays. On my own platform though. I use several different.
but JD, this list of about 26 players basically have 10 players or so that I don't believe would be relevant in the mix. And so that would give us room because 18 of these players we have gone through 28 names, which factored down to 18 players on my list. And if you're going to get back to 26, you need two additional goalkeepers, which would take it to 20. So we
Mm-hmm.
need 6 players. So we would need 6 players. So the players that we have on the question, players
Oh.
like Daniel Johnson, um, Romario Williams, those players would come back in, but we still need 4 additional players, which would which would basically I would have open for the players that I don't know whose documentation has been secured and would be coming in because would be at about 22 players roughly.
All right, all right. Because let me just go to the comments because I want to touch on next topic before we finish. Take
Yeah.
it as a very serious topic. All right, Damian says, select a team from all we are sure of. Okay, okay, no problem. But we are reading off a list. That's why. Junior Lopez said, JD, you wish death upon us? No, I couldn't say so. I'm just saying YouTube think that we are having ghost because it's six people watching us now. That is the highest it reached for the entire stream. So that is shocking.
Hmm.
All right, when we have checked and almost 1,000 people check in already, so that makes no sense. So that means it's more than 100 people here for the whole time, but it's not saying it, at least on my system. Andrew 55, thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. No Bailey, no problem. Andrew 55 says, and we have. Let's say Alj. I missed one from Alj. What he said here. Alj. Alj. Okay, Stedra Richard. It seems that YouTube display changed video settings. The video display. No, it's just me use this when I have other things to do. I use my cell phone in this mode, but I have other displays as well. If others follow me, I don't know if they have the same reason, but I have my reason as well. And I given my reason from day one. I don't want to set up a bunch of things, use my light bill and all of those stuffs. All right? Yes. So when I have special things, I use one and save it for that other. All right, so that's just my take, and I'm a straightforward person. Um, we have. Let me tell you, Alj said Whisper will be in the team, and Bailey is celebrating championship or Champions League football. Jeez. So, Pastor, let me just clear up that Leon Bailey one. So what you make of this? Leon Bailey will be off celebrating Champions League football. So so what that would say then? What that would say about that means that we need to kill the narrative of who don't turn up then, because Omar Hutchinson can be celebrating qualifying for for Premier League.
JD, I you remember me saying that I don't want to go into discussion on certain players. I'm just going
Mhm.
to make this blanket statement. The Jamaican born players are less committed than the ones born in the diaspora.
Pastor, I've never, Pastor, I don't. Why you answer something that's why I'm ever but people. If we're not born out Pastor on this one, I am going to follow to burn him out. I realize Pastor does love war. You know the people them stay already, and you keep on wilding up the people them. All right, I ask you a question direct, and you can't answer it direct. All right. So anyway,
I answered it direct.
no, you try to lead into the next
Hold on.
war. Jesus God. Oh
JD,
Lord.
JD,
Oh my God.
JD, listen
Uh,
to what you asked me. Listen to
Pastor,
what
I
you
heard
asked
what
me.
you said. I asked you something direct. You could have answered different, Pastor. You chose
I
violence.
yes, I
I
could
think
answer
Kendrick
different,
Lamar, brother,
but I answer
Kendrick
direct.
Lamar,
I
brother,
could answer different,
you
but I
you
answer
chose
direct.
violence. You chose violence. All right.
JD, I hear, I hear the Pillow Gang chorusing for years now. Michael Antonio no committed. Ethan Pinnock no committed.
Mhm,
Omari Hutchinson still out at that gap.
mhm.
Um, Bowser took the same decision that Omari Hutchinson took, but Bowser still committed. Hold on.
Dr. Gigi did burn out Bowser, man. Dr. Gigi was one of the man that
One
burn out
man,
Bowser. A
one
lot of
man.
people, Jairus and them man, they burn him out and them. So
Hello,
almost
hello,
shred him.
JD. No, you're speaking comparatively. No, you have to remember that the percentage that did burn out Bowser was minuscule compared to what goes
That is
against
true.
these
That
other
is true.
players.
Clearly,
No, we have
and Pastor, and,
two
and
major competitions, and Liam Bailey, before these competitions, made himself ineligible for selection.
yes, Pastor,
You
that is
asked
true.
me the question with
Okay.
Liam Bailey and
Yeah, but
Omari
Pastor, it still don't
Hutchinson.
change the case that
So
I
it
said
is
you
not
chose
me that
violence.
went violent. It's not me that went violent. It is the question that was posed to me was a violent
All
question.
right. I still think you chose violence. All right. I am not going to change. All right. Let me get it here. Let me hear. No Bailey. Leon will Copa watch this. Okay. All right.
Let me
Joy
let me
said, "Good
change my
morning, ready.
headset.
Just listening." Joy, thanks very much for being here. Premier Seven said, "Yes, I am surprised that YouTube is showing such low viewership." Well, we don't surprise at all, and we really don't care, because we see the people inside the chat commenting, so at least we have things to respond to, and that is the main importance, because at least you can get a bounce back from the chat itself. Ernest, so JD, YouTube call a call with Uppy. I don't know, can I beat up YouTube? Not me. It's never me. Man from Portland says, JD, do you know of any training camps for the upcoming Brazil game? Yesterday we did a video with Mr. Spade, very informative video, which we want to kind of segue straight into. Very, very informative video, people. All right. Very, very informative video. All right. Chubby said, I can say this stream is all diaspora players you rate over here at Imaxit. That's why me no in a number one Jamaica or no one in a one Jamaica. Um but I don't think that anybody talk bad about any player. On this video, Travis, I've said I think and Lowe is the fifth best centre back in our team. I don't think that's a disrespect, because all the other guys are playing at a higher level than him. So um determine. Can you just stop determine, please? All right, you're getting on my nerves, and I don't want to block you from the channel. All right, I think you're being the sole person getting on my nerves in this platform. I've never classed Amari with nobody, so just leave me alone, my brother. All right, I'm telling you, just leave me alone. Listen to what I'm saying, and then you argue my points. All right, because you're rapidly trying to have a fight with me. All right, yes. I've not chosen violence today. All right, and you're very lucky. All right. Yes. Anyways, we are wanting to segue in why the stadium can't be full for the national team, and I strongly believe what we have explained just a while ago is the sole reason why the stadium can't be full. It's the mentality of the people, and because majority of the people will be local people, Chevis. So the reason why the stadium can't be full is every coach that we hire, they have sense. They are high level coaches. Obviously, even the JFF itself have some standards that they put out there to say that they want the best players selected, because Mr. Speed said the best players selected. Well, the best players for Jamaica, 95% of them are not Jamaican born. So the people can't resonate to them. And not all of them play in the Premier League at the same time. Because sometimes if you play in the Premier League, a lot more people can actually know you faster. Like the Mikel Antonio and such. But who is in the championship? Half of Jamaica don't watch the championship. If that
Yeah,
70-80%. So you
yeah.
can't convince them about those people because they don't even know them. So that is the
Hmm.
reason why the stadium can't full. None at all. And will not be full for a long time. Unless we go to the approach of telling the people the truth. So our approach now, Travis, you just all your bridging them, you can just tell them, say, boy, who are the best right back? Yeah, man, let me you say the best right back. Be free to tell the people who are the best players them on the team and where they're playing and try to share their contents. That's what I think can only change the mentality of the people. Because in 1998, the reason why the stadium was filled, 95% of the players them was Jamaican born. So just like
Everybody
how
knew them.
Manning Cup was full, just like how JPL was full, because everybody was Jamaican born, you could resonate to them. You come from Waterhouse, everybody from Waterhouse I come, all right, the whole of my lane I come watch me, or half of my lane I watch me, that are already 300 people, and then obviously they get big enough, the whole community I watch you right there. So a 15 man from 15 community, a big star, that a 15 set of crowds, and then now you can just use the other people them from uptown when I really have the community that say them all right. That Sunday the game I play, so Sunday I'm gonna go to watch it. That's the sole reason why Jamaica national team can't be filled because we're not doing a good job to promote the damn players them. All right, and that is the sole reason. It's not nobody can't afford tickets or nothing at all. I promise you, if you have 17 million tickets at the gate, you still don't get the stadium full. You know why? We had said that we're giving away free tickets, even though a rain fell the day before, which is the Canada game. But people said that we're gonna give away free ticket. It never full. It never full at all. You get me? And everybody from over Nannyville could have just walk come in at the stadium, come full of the stadium because it's a big match and it's still never full because they can't resonate to that. In those times, you have Walter Boyd right from over Nannyville. Everybody are gonna come over there faster. Everybody from the entire hill, that alone are 20,000 people walk over there alone. And then everybody else from every other community and maybe 4 people for the foreign players them come in. So that is the sole reason. There is no level of other I don't know what you can tell me. Not even 876 stream couldn't come and tell me different. Which exactly what I'm saying, that's what they're saying as well. That's the only reason you can fill the stadium. So our job is not to buy a ticket now to go to the stadium. Share the contents them, share the players them details to other people. Let them keep it in their psyche who they are actually supporting. That's the only damn way. All right? Just like how they said 876 have to put up a billboard, as to what Simon said, that's the reason. Because they want to put it in people's head. They want to share the posters of the players them. So when you truly know the best forward, don't come and say a whisper and whisper. When you know I'm at this attack, say a Mikel Antonio. Show them what Mikel Antonio play and what Mikel Antonio do. Show them the young kids them. So because they already know whisper them from Manning Cup. So they don't need to know re-know them again. All right. So let go the xenophobia and just know that this is Jamaica, which is out of many one people and not out of many land people, and just share the damn thing. Just so that is believe me, I would respect you more if you share that content than buy 10 tickets because 10 tickets is meaningless if nobody now got the stadium. How much time we have 50 tickets? This ticket buying thing I brought this year. I bought 60 tickets. And we could even sell the 60 tickets them. We could give away the 60 tickets them. We never even give away all of them there. Leader have to wait from people outside to give people tickets. Remember that. So those things are not factual. This is just the Jamaican genetics of hyping up ourselves. And we're not doing much, nothing different. I'm honestly telling you. And if you look into your soul, you know that I'm correct. All right. So, Pastor, what you have to say on that? Because I know that I'm 1 billion% correct.
JD, everybody who played football in Jamaica, corner league football, we not talk no professional nothing. Corner league football. The reason you have 350 and 500 plus people stand up around one football event in any little corner of Jamaica is because they know the ball of them where they on the field. Everybody will play football at Jamaica know that. Them the community come out, granny a come sell her ice cream and suck
Mm-hmm.
and because our grandson did so or our granddaughter boyfriend that play upon this so. Everybody at Jamaica know that that is what it is. Everybody. You can't say it no different way. The truth is just the truth. And everybody will say anything different is just blatant, hypocritical, xenophobic. They just no business about what is right for Jamaica. And that
Mm-hmm.
is it.
Yeah, man,
And they are
and that's
choosing
what
that
we should be
classification.
focusing on. Just
Yeah,
leave this thing that's
it
trying
don't make no
to
sense.
sell the narrative of who the players are. I am telling you, if you get up every day and everybody share around if you play them play and we deal with every player the same way, I think we can make a dent. Obviously, determined says JFF is there to sell the product. The reason why the stadium is empty is because of JFF is very unpopular. Brother, brother, um, brother,
Nobody no go stay and go watch JFF.
just stop it. Determine. I think determine. You have some horrible takes. Horrible takes. I can tell you, people. Listen to this. Listen to this. I bet you $1 million. Pick the whole of our Mount Pleasant team tomorrow and put Whisper and Kaim Dixon on the team and put Liam Bailey and Bowser on the team and put just take out all of the Englishmen them out of the team. I bet you $1 million today, $1 million Jamaican today. You get more than 40,000 people, not the 20,000. You get more than 40,000 people in the stadium. The whole amount less than 20,000 there, and you get 20 odd more thousand. Just stop determining, man. Your take is terrible, man.
Them are gonna go watch Jamaica get their ass
Determined take is
whooped.
so terrible. That's why we don't actually feed into wrong narratives. Even when you are smart people, when you make an hatred blind your vision. It's nothing more than who is there and who people can resonate to. Nothing else. And in order for us to change that, is to change how people, to give people other people to resonate to. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. So stop, go around it, and that's why we can't fix something when it is so blatantly obvious, and we keep on a try act like we're over the top smart, and we're so hateful because the only thing you can point on is JFF. Oh, the JFF, brother. Jesus, God, man.
But JD, a lot of people a lot of people don't.
Look on this now. If you guys are correct, the Jamaican people are not genuine football fans. No, but Crispy, you have to turn them into the genuine ones because I look
Yeah,
Crispy. Let me be honest. Let me be honest. Let me be honest to ourselves. If you don't know anybody, no, Travis, I'm not speculating. I'm telling you the facts because the fact is right in front of your face, Travis. So, or we can argue something that is in front of your face. Yeah. All right. Look, the biggest turnout in Jamaica is tramps. Everybody are Jamaican, and that them family come out and pick them come out, and you can fully enter stadium. Done. The biggest turnout as it relates to football is Manning Cup, a Dakar Cup, and the JPL. So, Travis, what kind of speculation? I mean, Travis, which national event ever, which Jamaican national team in the last 10 years, 15 years ever put up the numbers where JPL put up or what Manning Cup put up? None. So Travis is not something we are speculate. Reason with logic, Travis. Reason, Travis. This is not the speculation. This is the facts. Even Mr. Speed tell you yesterday. So why you never tell Mr. Speed say I speculate too? When the man literally tell you. And but me just a reason it out on a different level. And just because me do the separation of it is because who are played. That's why you can't stand Travis. And that you need to move that blockage out the head, Travis, of the overseas and local. I have not used it in that term. I've used it for people who can resonate to something. And I don't think I never said it's even wrong. Because um if me as an individual don't know something, Travis, even when you tell me say it good, I have to only support it when we go research it and find out say it's good. Because me not go buy pussy in a bag, Travis. So all I'm saying is the people just don't get it as yet, and that's a big problem. For as it relates to Mount Pleasant, I don't think it's everybody like football, but they make it a tradition to go and support their team. You understand me? So, for instance, just as what I'm explaining, Travis in his yard, Travis has said, he might bring him woman come, he might bring him picnic come because him proud for the support Mount Pleasant. Then the country Jamaica at this point is not proud for God supporting the national team because they don't even know what they're supporting. They don't know nothing. If you go out there
They
and
don't know the
ask
players.
half of
They
the
don't.
country who playing for the country, they don't know nothing. More than 50% of the country don't know the players them playing for the country, Travis. So that is a fact. It's not an argument, it is a fact. Crispy said, JD, would you agree that the Jamaican misevaluate the quality of the local born players? I think that is the biggest problem there. But remember, we're a proud nation, and because we're a proud set of people, it's there. I think we misevaluate almost everything on planet Earth. Crispy. That's the type of people we are. That is us. Period. Until we get reality. That's just the type of people we are. And some of those individuals, like the people that are at the top of the food chain, they manipulate us because they know that we misevaluate things. They manipulate us. So like the mans them in the clubs them, they would start to bring down the national team by saying their players are more than good enough to make the national team, but not being selected because of favoritism. So that's where it comes from. So I think it's a big argument. This is a big argument. And Travis, I'm telling you, this is a very good argument that we should have. We should have this conversation more. And I would love to be like all on the radio and those places, do those things so people can be more. Because obviously, if I'm going to say, yeah, man, you have better younger players than Whisper can make the national team. People will start to ask me, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Because they never know nothing like that. Because the only thing they know about is the Manning Cup, Whisper and Kaim Dixon. Just look at my boy the other day. Nobody pays him any mind at Cavaliers because they know he never play Manning Cup. That's what Mr. Speed said. So it tells you it's our mentality what we have. You have an ex-man that score more goals at a higher level and he's months older than Kaim Dixon. But we are talking about Kaim Dixon because Kaim Dixon is playing in the Manning Cup or the Dacaster Cup. You understand me? So we have to find a way how to bring it across so everybody understand these people. So any squad, the coach truly pick which is the right squad. So that's all you have coaches coming to Jamaica have to pick different squads, because they have to kind of play on the crowds. It's not necessarily a want to pick some of these players. They might have to pick some of these players to make sure they can fit in with the crowd. You understand me? And that's why we need to pass this threshold of people knowing at least knowing everybody on the team. So if the coach said, "Yo, this is my best 23 players," people are turn up regardless because they know everybody in the 23. And until that, the stadium can't full. I'm very sorry. Until majority of the players them known on the field is playing for Jamaica, the stadium can't full. That is just a fact, and that is for every country. Nobody turn up for football games when they don't know anybody. They don't just turn up for football games. It just don't happen, people. All right? Yes. Um, Travis, I think you're arguing a dead point here, Travis. While you may have a point, JD, supporting Jamaica football should not come down to Jamaicans knowing the players. No, 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 no. Every country, it is down to people knowing the players. It's just because we do a bad job for people to know the players. That is the problem. So
We
I'm
deliberately,
English
JD.
born, and it's clear to me that the English born players are better. No, Crispy, we know that. I think everybody know that. Like everybody on YouTube know that, but the rest of the country don't know that, and they don't even know the players them to even know that. If they don't know the players, they're gonna believe anything that the owner of Harborview says. That his player is getting fight out. You understand me? He's going to believe that because he knows only that.
JD, too many persons who are in the space where they dispense information put things in place so the Jamaican populace does not get to know the players who are better than what is in Jamaica. And that is the major problem. You see, you're saying that
So you're putting it on we here, or you're putting it on?
yes,
Because I'm putting it
a
broadly.
lot of the YouTubers become a part of the problem. A
I
lot of the
understand what you're
YouTubers
saying,
become,
but I can
but
understand what you're
but
saying, but I don't want to put
but a bigger spectrum.
Pastor. I don't want to put it so low. I want to put it even higher. I want to put the pressure on the JFF to do all of those things and everybody in the country. I'm not going to put it down to a few
Jed,
people or
Jenny,
different
I
people.
was going up. I was going up the ladder. If you had allowed me, I was going up the ladder because bigger than YouTube is that the general media, which would be like the TVJ and the CVM and the Sportsmax and them, they are a bigger problem than the YouTubers because they do not do what they're supposed to do in terms of making the players known to the country either. Going up the ladder above them being the media, the JFF is directly responsible for football in Jamaica. So the buck stops with the JFF in terms of getting the requisite promotions out there. And this thing will still be in my mind for years to
Mm.
come. Michael Antonio, at the level that he came to Jamaica, should have been a spectacle when he come off of the plane. It should have been like when Jamaican athletes coming back from Olympics or World Championship is met at the airport by the sports minister. To get somebody the stature of Michael Antonio, that should have been used to sell the football product to Jamaica. Every Jamaican we can digest information should have known Michael Antonio on his entry to the country the first time.
Yeah.
That was a failure on the part of the JFF. And they cannot absolve themselves of the responsibility to promote the players that make the team and the nation proud.
All right. All right. See, look here. This is a good point from Chris Smith right here. He said, "JD Splat win the league. Nobody talking about it, but people talking about whisper, and that is a perfect example right there. I am not, and people, please, we need to raise our level of comprehension. All right, because sometimes you guys argue for no reason. Not everybody. Obviously, people with a higher level of comprehension would understand that I'm not talking to everybody. Um, what Chris said is a very good point there. See, we are talking about because remember, Whisper did play Splat, and Splat was far better than Whisper in that game by a billion mile, and far better than everybody on Chelsea's team. You understand me? So if we are not the persons to make people comfortable know that yes man these players can play for Jamaica and they want to play for Jamaica. See he did a video on Sky and Sportsmax there. Share the video to show that say you hear the man that say if people call him first he's gonna come. But if England call him after him I'll go to England because him giving the first preference I wanna call him. Him literally on Sportsmax said that So that means he might tell us them ready for play for Jamaica. And at the start of the season, he was in Fulham's first team playing around and he got an injury. But he comes back and do well. So I'm just trying to show you people that sometimes I understand you have to be grateful of what we have on the Highland. That is true. We 100% support that. But all I'm saying is sometimes other people are better at things because it's become a tradition for them. And at this point, Jamaica football is not so much of a tradition for us at this point. In England, it's more of a tradition. So you get me? So that point that Chris said, it's a little bit. I think it's a solid point right there. I respect that point from Chris right there. Um, Wells, you're blind. You know, see Mitchell await on England. Travis, but you don't know that. So why are you jumping that? And these are the things now, Travis. See now, I'm gonna corner Travis now. These are the things that now turn off people from that now. Because now, Travis, look how you talk now. Mitchell away on England. You don't know if nobody contact Mitchell directly, reason with him when he's going through his phases. People call him and reason with him. You don't know nothing about that, You don't know nothing, Travis. But now you come and spew that now, and then 15 people say that now, and then now, if uh, if Mitchell should come here now, obviously, everybody will take your word at heart now. Ghanaian them house to tell him family say, oh yeah, some of them guys that don't want to play for Jamaica now. You see, it's at them something at Travis. So we can just leave them something there alone, brother man. We can just leave them something alone, man. We can be bigger man and leave them something alone. And everything Bill the head base at the end of the day. And that me talk about you, Travis, and you miss my whole point. of the reasoning, and they come and do the same thing when we just talk about. You see it? Jason Clark said the problem is not promotion, is the problem is knowledge of the game and to ID players' talent. Um, why it has to be promotion, Jason Clark, over the knowledge of ID players' talent is that if anything in Jamaica, believe me, my head mad and not good. I've seen trend twice in my lifetime in Jamaica. And you know why? Everybody talk about it. So you might be right about the knowledge. But once something becomes a norm in Jamaica, it becomes acceptable. So, because obviously, if you say they don't have the knowledge for it, no problem. No problem. Fair enough. But at the same time, if we make it be acceptable for people to know that these guys are this good and we keep on sharing it around, the outlook will be different. People will take their money to come and look at it. It is because we sell that narrative that people fighting against our ballers in Jamaica. I've talked to a lot of people and they're saying, "Yo, me have other guys in Jamaica, you know." And when we think say we not do a good deal, we're bringing all them foreign money, you know. But they didn't know that I have YouTube channel, you know. And that's what they tell me. Like in my community, that them think. And we don't have no ball a Waltham. A Chisholm, I should say. We don't have no ball a Chisholm. We can't make the national team. But that's just the belief that they have right there. You understand me? So when me talking to my friend, I had to be saying to my friend, no man, what you talking about, man? Some of them 19-year-olds we see come and play, you know. Or some top players them, you know. Some of them players, you know, can spring into a Premier League team, you know. Faster than no any Jamaican can make it to England, you know. So we can get them from early and then they matriculate into something faster than if we are going to get 4 of those players coming out of Jamaica in the next 15 years. So we can end up with 20 of those guys in like 6 months. And then in 15 years, we can't make 4 of those guys. So, and when I reasoned with him, he looked at it completely different. So all I'm saying is the way we approach things, fill that damn stadium. Because before, that's how we fill the stadium. JD, you want England-born players of Jamaica heritage want special treatment. Uno go away with that. Thank you very much, Travis. I think you have not understood nothing what I've said overall, Travis, and it's okay. It's okay. You cuss me out all you want. It's okay. I'm retired, but I thought that I wanted to have that conversation with you guys because I've been looking at it and I'm saying I like the attempt from you guys trying to get tickets and those things, but I think a lot of things aside from that need to change um, to reach places, you know? Yes, and that's what I saw, and that's why the ticket things and then something I'm interested in. I'm interested in convincing people who these guys are and convincing them to watch them a little bit more because I don't want to get them in the stadium because I bought them a ticket. I want to get them in the stadium because they are interested in what they are watching. So that means they will go and next time without me forcing them to be there. And if that don't make sense to anybody, I don't know what would make sense. Good God, man. Why I'm stressed. I'm stressed, man. Sometimes that's why I don't want to. That's why I don't want to turn up sometimes because it stressed me to know the truth and it's so blatant. And then people beat me and kill me and say, if I go out and you know, I'm gonna want all Englishman in the team. I never said that none at all, you know, this whole reason, you know. If you pull back my video for 30 minutes, you know, my reasoning never said nothing like that. My reasoning says one Jamaica, Travis, it's because you don't understand nothing what I've said in the last 30 minutes. All right? God. Pastor, at what point, and people in the chat, if you honestly never understood what I've said for the 30 minutes rant that I went on, you think that I've said that I don't want any Jamaican born players in the team? Just say yes or no. Let me know if you get that. Because Travis keep on say, I want Jamaican, overall, us English players alone want in the team. And all my reasoning in the last 30 minutes was how we can get the massive support because I know what the coach will be selecting. The coach will not be selecting 24 local born guys because he knows that the 24 of them don't better than the rest of the man where them can choose. Travis, let me talk in a patois, make you understand me good. Me know that now gonna be the case. It will always be majority overseas barn for the next 20 years, Travis. Get reality. That's what it's going to be, and the people can't resonate to that. So because they can't resonate to that, we have to fight to get them to understand. That is what I've been saying for 30 minutes, Travis. I have not said I want all English ballers. I have not said that. If the guys them are good enough and we get a 24 man that are better than English guys them, I the stadium will full without we working. None at all. I'm sure if the stadium will be full without we working. None at all. That is true. And I will welcome them. I will be glad to buy tickets for people to go there, Travis. Stop. Uh, Stop fighting with me, Travis. It makes no sense, Travis, because I'm not saying what you're saying, Travis. All right? Jamaica is England 2.0, and that is true. That is true. And we have to just face the facts. Yes, Pastor, give your take because we're coming to the 2 hour mark. We chop it up real good vibes, you know?
JD, how ironic that people would state that we want all English based players in the team. I remember Bobby Reed in the National Stadium for the wedding of his friend, not called up Jamaica. He was watching the match from the stands. He was in Jamaica for a wedding, and they made the statement that both him and his friend, who eligible for play for Jamaica, they carried their football gears. They were not called. They are Jamaica, you know. And these are the people that are going to talk about us wanting English boy. Did we not just name out a team with Andre Blake, a Wemban,
Lowe,
Shamar
Ryan
Nicholson,
Kelly.
a Wemban?
Yeah, we just named it out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Where Daniel Johnson ban?
yeah, but Pastor,
Wh-
that's just Travis. I'm not gonna try
I
to
no
talk
no
no
no.
more, you know?
JD, the thing is, I am speaking about it because I am sure it is not just Travis. I am sure it is not just
Well, Pastor,
Travis.
Pastor, Pastor,
Travis have a following.
Pastor,
Travis have a following. And the reality of it is,
Pastor,
it is
but
bad
Pastor,
for Jamaica.
but Pastor, with just a reason how to get things better. So sometimes, even though we know that is a problem, that's why I'm trying to reach out to Travis to make him change his mentality. You understand me? Because I have figured out what is the solution. And if everyone can't be on the same page, you can't have the solution. You understand me? So that was the approach I'm trying to take. So if you're gonna call out people from direct, Pastor, you say you're a you analyze people brains. I don't know what you call it again. Um, you're a pastor, but your approach is so violent.
Um, when I contemplate how to practice ministry, I use the Jesus model. I didn't see Jesus walk around nowhere. He went to his hometown in Nazareth, knowing that they would try to kill him, and he did it twice. He went to the temple where they were distorting the image of God, and the Bible says, he turned over their tables and he chased them from the temple. There is a kind of platitude set when you hear the name pastor that we're supposed to be some passive, unconfrontational. It doesn't translate, JD. Truth don't need any defense. And the only time evil prevails is when we are silent on the truth. It doesn't it doesn't have to be John Tom name that is used as the example. It can be any name as long as they are against what is true, clearly true. That's why the pastor will come across as confrontational. And I'm not going to use the word violent. I'm not a violent person. I believe that
Uh,
you don't have to, Jenny. We don't always agree on the stream. There are things we disagree with,
people,
but
people,
respectfully, we need
Pastor,
to.
We just hold it there, man. I understand. You explain the point, Pastor, but it's okay, man. Let me just kill it. Let me just kill it. People, all I'm saying is we should be able to reason. I find a man yet. If you listen to me for 30 minutes, if you listen to me for 30 minutes, find a man yet. I have not said anything of local and overseas. I can use the names of something, find a man yet. I know that you're smart enough to know that I can use the reference of names and things without talking about it. So it was not a division, it was something to bring everything together. You understand me? But clearly, it proved to me that certain topics just can't work in this category. That's what I'm realizing. So all I'm going to do is if I don't have direct match going on, I don't think I want to be on Jamaica YouTube anymore. I think it's really doing my head in because some of these things just it's like you have the solution and you know it is the 100% solution. And that's why we have always just gone to different places. I a white man, I don't know, I don't like what that sound, and just give them everything, even when we have the physical proof right here. So it's just sad. I don't think we have to have a team that has to have local players on it in order to set a stadium. And that is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to make sure the coaches them can just pick their ballers and not have to handicap themselves to achieve things. And when they are gonna get pressed and fired, like what Mr. Spade said, he's gonna evaluate them on one spectrum. So that makes sense. If we have to split it half and half because we want full stadium, but can't give the man him true job. So you can fire a man when you never give him the right thing to work with. You don't realize that you just said what plagued Jamaica for the last 30 years. Schaefer's left because of the same thing, because he realized the local guys weren't good as the overseas guys. The mix couldn't work. The
John
same thing
Barnes
happened
left
to
because of
Simon.
the
The
same
same
thing.
thing happened to Simmons the last time. The same thing happened to
Yeah,
John Barnes, as well.
yeah.
So you realize what we are doing, we are going back to the same place. I think what the JFF said, Mr. Speed said yesterday, that the coach will pick his best players. I think sometimes we have to just do that and just qualify. And hopefully the people just can realize that Jamaica is a good team. Because I'm not going to cripple no coaches to come in Jamaica and to qualify. And after all of the problem, we have to put a man on the team, even when we know we should have an ex-man who can help out the team just because people know him. We can't have it. This make you feel bad in yourself. Like you listen to yourself. I know it's true. You guys saying that's the case. Because we clearly see that Mount Pleasant can fully stadium. But the national team can't fully stadium. But we not should have go down to that, man. We should have stand out for something and say, listen to me, we're gonna play in a 16 empty stadium then. I will make the World Cup then, and then see if them Waganisia turn up when we are make the World Cup then. But me I go pick my best team. None of them now make it if them not good enough. If them good enough, them will make it. Cause Leon Bailey good enough, Blake good enough, Damian Lowe good enough, and they can make the team. But this have to put two man where people can resonate to. I'm tired of that foolishness, man. That just it just sick me, man. And everybody listening, man, please, man, support the damn team, man, and let us stop the foolishness, man. You know, we don't need for God to road the man. You know, we don't need for God to road the man. We need for us honestly, um, support the team, man. And some of the money in the chat, man. If we make 1 or 2 shares per day, we can convince 10 more people to start support the team. Cause me honestly believe I through them I know. Me go still stay on that. Me now go fully blame them. Me go stay on that. Say I through them now get the right information. The people now push it out there. That's why we now get the support. And sometimes they kind them feel bad because me Michael Antonio said him thinks that Jamaicans like football because when everybody tell him to come play for Jamaica, him think he may get a better welcome when him come here, and then them lock up the stadium and make them play without fans, and then the next week, when a tramps are gone, fans in there. And Michael Antonio wrote this, guys. Michael Antonio wrote
Yeah,
this, guys.
yeah.
You understand me? These are the things. So I know it hurt the guys then because they want the support to do better and it's like me have to battle to people for supported. Reggae Boy said kick off 6:30 p.m. What arrangements are fans making to leave work at 5 p.m.? and get to the stadium on time and not late. Well, Simon, you have to turn. JD, the owner of the streams, want to give Imaxit a discount code for tickets for fans. So please reach out to Conrad. He's awaiting you and thanks. Okay. We will do a different stream for that. We will do a different stream for that. Can I do that tomorrow? Because tomorrow my wife will be on the morning shift, so that means me and her time will clash. So once I'm doing it 1 o'clock, I can bring him on. Would that be okay? Would that be okay? Yes. So tomorrow I can put him on a show and him come and sell it to the people. Cause like goddamn man, me tired for fight people for going for support something with them say me not like and them like. It almost make me feel a way. Like me I say, then what the meaning of like then? Because me think say like and support kind of connected, because you can't tell me say you like me, but you over the next corner with the person who you say you don't like. Because that's what you tell me now. Yo, me like you. Yeah, man, you're cool. Yes, man. I'm putting this in a relationship terminology. Yeah. But yes, let me see over there so with the man where you say him face tough, you know. I mean, I say, but my face is smooth. And you say you like me, but yet still, what one? Okay, I say, no. All right, true. The tough face
She
man.
over there with the man we are beat her up.
JD and Pastor sell them soul. How can one or two local players hurt a 23-member squad? Uno disappoint me. Real baller, you and determined to disappoint me, You realize that is three goalkeepers in it, right? So you really think that two players you bring on because you have a fuller stadium, you are going to say no. If the coach wanted to do that, all right. Yesterday, what was the name? What was the statement of Mr. Speed? Mr. Speed saying no care where a man want to do. His intention, him give him to pick the best players them. So him no business.
Because the evaluation is evaluation.
So real baller, that means the people who hire the coach saying the same thing. So real baller, boy, I don't know. Earlier said, JD, I know I tuned in late, but I always said the squad that a squad announcement is 5 to 7 days before match window. This has been consistent since Gold Cup 2023. So it will come. No, someone came here and said that you said um it's a waste of time for we to be talking about a squad, which that was not the reason. That's not the case right here. Um, but you said the coach is going to pick his squad 1 week before, not announcement. That person literally said pick, and I said Simon cannot say that
Yeah.
because that will be the worst case because any team that picks a week before cannot be successful. All right, so that was my statement in this video. Direct. You understand me? No, man. I'm arguing a point early on. So if that person click, because some people, Simon, they try to create problems. So they click things to send to other people to create unnecessary problems. All right. So I am repeating exactly what I've said. Yes. JD, as I said, there is an underline. So clearly, Simon, that means when you are saying even when you're saying that, Simon, they didn't know what you have said, because the man pull my video back, and why? You see, that's why I love life. Simon turned up over here and said that he never said something like that.
That's what I was. That's what I was saying when you say I
But
should
Pastor,
adjust it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But you said Simon will address it. Will address it with you because I was telling you I was on the live
oh my
when
God.
Simon made the statement.
Well, I don't know. I think I need to retire. I think I need to retire from this because this ain't looking good, All them people do are cry misinformation, man, and worry people, man. I tell you, I need to retire, man. People have other things better to do, with all issues, than go to football matches. No, 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 Travis. Travis, you can't say that, big boss. Um, no, no, Simon, I know that, and Pastor know that, and almost everybody that should cover these contents should know that, That's why I said that can't make sense. That can't make sense. But yeah, next time I see the guy, I'm gonna call him out and tell him say, he need to listen good before him say that, and don't just come and say that to think that I was giving out misinformation, because this was Simon. This was off goals. It was an article that was written in goal, and that was the conversation I was having it on, because they kind of mixed up everything. They named some players that I know will not be in the team. You understand me? So I was just trying to
And left
name
off some
down
that
who
certainly
I
will
think
be.
will who should have been fitted in that same conversation. So that was what it was all about. So that's how we put possible. That's how we said possible, because Goal wrote an article, and a lot of people might have seen this article from the 19th. So I am putting it to possible. So I'm reshaping the article, so people can understand what the actual squad could possibly look like. So we have to take out the players them that we know won't be in it, and put in the players them that will be in it based on performances and also previous selections and such. So that was the conversation, to be honest. um, well, Simon, that's exactly what I've said at the start of the stream. I read it and explained to people that this is not the official squad. They are saying this is what they think Jamaica team could possibly look like. So they are ones that maybe try to sell the audience things as well. Maybe it didn't look good because they clearly don't know the players them and know what they're doing. But at least they still made an attempt to um, educate people that these are the players, these are the caliber of players actually playing for Jamaica. You know?
That's real ball, and there's no good.
Real baller, real baller. You need to stop this foolishness, man. All right, so Bleacher boy said, but also as a Jamaican out of Kingston, there isn't any ticket outlets, but you can order it online. So what I'm gonna do, Simon did reach out to me about the guy, and I should have done the interview with the guy already. So I'm going to make sure um I'm gonna make sure I get the interview done tomorrow with him. Tomorrow, so you guys come tomorrow. You will have the ticket things them, and they will explain to you what they are doing to try and get these fans in the stadium. All right, and I'm going to ask him the tough questions. Them, so prepare yourself, my brother. What do you say? His name is Conrad. Conrad, prepare yourself, Conrad, because I have to ask you tough questions. Them, like, what are your plans to get these people in the stadium? All right, because every day we out here bleaching, or me bleaching, watching football, writing down things of players, trying to sell the players. Them, I want to know that my job is not going to waste. All right, yes. Like, oh, we talking about tickets. Can I get two? Demo, I've not said anything about giving away tickets or nothing. I said I'm going to get the guy on. We reason with the guy, see what is up for the next year or so. So we can try push that narrative to try get more people in the stadium. Demo, let me try make the thing at least a reality in the Demo. We don't want you alone in the stadium, Demo, with the ice cream. JD, remember, uh, 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 a different time zone. So you need to. Okay. So I need to move my program to 3 o'clock. Jesus God. All right, bossy. I'm gonna still do my morning program tomorrow then, and then do one after. So maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and you guys' time. Yeah. Yeah, you see, see, yes. I will start up my I am Simon. I will try my best, man. These guys with local and overseas players, may God help them. No, but I don't think we're trying. I think we have changed that, but the fans need to know that that's the way it's going to go for now. I didn't say move your program. No. I can't tell a man to wake up 6 o'clock out of the bed, to start program with me 1 o'clock. Not Simon. No. I am not going to tell a man to do so. No. I will try move it to um 9 o'clock. So after my program like this, 9 o'clock, I think it's okay. 9:30, that is better, man. No, man. I want him to get together, get his dockets and everything, because I'm gonna ask him things that he needs to push out. I'm gonna put my right stream. So he has to have all his documentations, because we're trying to convince the public and the one Chevis to go and sell the stadium, yes, yes. So, Pastor, give your final take on this thing, because I have my food here. My lady bring my rice and peas and oxtail, So, man's up to mash it up, I can't let
Yeah.
you guys make my oxtail go down the drain here. See, people? My rice and peas and oxtail. All right, you better know. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Just to say, JD,
I want to stay longer with you guys, but my conversation with my food ain't telling me that, Yes. Go ahead, Pastor.
just to say that this possible squad,
White rice, that yeah, Pastor, let's start. Let's start. Let me just leave it here. Let me talk.
this possible squad can be made possible, subtracting a few pieces and adding a few. So they got about 85%, 85% of the squad possible. So I mean, but do believe though that whoever drafted this is using reverse psychology. They put things in there to ensure that there would be a talking point, and they would it's them earning their promotion minutes. So you brought it on here, you gave it to others, so them get them promotion minutes. I think it was a good job on the part of the drafter to get it out there. Having said that, though, JD, I hear people talking about in the chat. We need to focus on the World Cup qualifiers. If we don't have a team, we don't have no competition. So the fact that we're focused on the team and making the team the best it can be is sufficient to say we're talking about World Cup qualifiers and every competition that will follow. We get our team together and our team will promote and sell itself. In that, it becomes known to the supporters expected to join the fray. I am I believe I am 3 weeks or 4 weeks ahead of Mr. Speed's statement when I made the statement that we are holding Grim responsible. Yes.
Yeah, Pastor.
So
So yeah, Pastor. I'm tell you, calm down. I know.
yeah,
Watch
man.
on the show. Me
No,
say
no,
me
the
have
show. No, no.
full
I'm
responsibility.
Jenny. You see, you always interrupt me just before I put in
Can
the
I
full
take
stop. You know.
myself off this thing? Let me see my
No,
show.
don't take. Don't. You need to close out the program because I'm finishing my statement
Oh yes, yes.
and you interrupt to add 2 minutes to it. I don't understand, and then you blame me. Grim
Oh,
is the. All I was saying is that Grim is the coach. He makes the decision, and we analyze what him do and hold him responsible. And that is Jamaica's
thank you
best
very
key.
much, Pastor. You were not going to say that, Pastor. You
That's
said it
exactly.
earlier.
That is exactly how I was finishing.
Today is the day
JD,
me I go war. Today is the day
JD,
for you. And
JD,
yes,
JD,
you love war.
JD, 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 JD. Look, I not just you right. I have my closing remarks on these things. Yes, exactly. Don't play. I have finished my say. That's where I had intended to end it.
All right, so people, take care of yourself and have a lovely day. Sorry if you got offended at any point of this stream, but we have to have these hard conversations. Yeah, man. So take care of yourself and have a lovely day. I won't be back until tomorrow. I will try to get the guy on that's doing the promotion and stuff, so we can see where this will actually go and if certain things make sense. So at this point, so we will learn. We'll learn from him. All right, yeah, man. So take care. Respect again, Pastor. Thanks, everyone. Massive respect. Please do hit the like button. Get this video to 150. Share and subscribe. Bye bye and take care. All right.